Hi children, welcome to the session. This is Aruna, your maths teacher from our school, Bardhasana Metric Higher Secondary School, Arakkonam. So today we are going to see 8th standard maths. The topic is squares and square roots. What is square and how the square shape will be? Already we have known about the square shape, right? Yes, how the square will be? Yes, it will be all the four sides are equal. So the shape of the square will be all the four sides are equal, then the closed figure is called square, right children? See, if one of the side, if I am going to consider as A, what will be the other sides? The one of the side is A, then the other remaining three sides also what? A, it is, yes. So to find the perimeter and area of the square, how we can find? Yes, to find the perimeter of the square, perimeter is nothing but the sum of the boundary. Sum of the boundary means we need to add all the four sides. Okay. So for perimeter of your square 4A, that is nothing but all the four sides we are going to add. The remaining sides also it is A. A is nothing but the value we can consider as 3 centimeter or whatever it may be. Right. So to find the perimeter we are going to all the four sides. And how to find the area of the square? Yes, area of the square, that is A equal to, area is nothing but the closed bounded space is the area. To find the area of the square, the formula is, that is side into side, which is A into A. We can write this as A square. Is it clear? So to find the area, A into A, which is A square. Here a number is to be multiplied by the same number, that is called the square numbers. Yes, we are going to see what is squares now. See 2 square. 2 square is nothing but 2 into 2 equal to 2 2's are what? 4. So 2 square value is 4. Where we are using the square numbers in the sense to find the area of the square, to multiply a number by itself, that is twice. So that is the square number children. Okay. For 3 square it is 3 into 3, which is 9. So one of the side of the square is 3. Then what is the area of the square? So 3 into 3, that is 9. Here 9 is the square of what number? 9 is the square of 3. 9 is the square of 3. In maths, we have the reverse also, that is inverse. Inverse is nothing but for subtraction, the inverse is what? Addition. For division, the inverse is what? Yes, for division, the inverse is multiplication. Likewise, in squares also, we have the inverse, that is squaring is the inverse of square root. Okay. See here, 9 is the square of what number? 9 is the square of 3. The inverse is nothing but the 3 is the square root of 9. 3 is the square root of 9. So square root of 9 equal to what? It is 3. So where we are using the square root? Yes, when the area is given, to find the one of the side we will use what? Square root children. For example, the area of the square is 9 centimeter square. Then what is the one of the side? We use square root to find root of 9, which is equal to what? The one of the side of the square is 3. Is it clear? So squares and square root most probably is used by the engineers and the carpenters also. See, to make a table or whatever it may be, the carpenters use the measurement of this one of the side to make a square table, right? When the area of the space if we have given, then they need to find one of the side how much they need to make a table. Is it clear? So squares and square roots are most probably used by the engineers and carpenters in our day-to-day life. Yes? Okay. The next is squares is given for each and every number, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. The values are here. 1 square is nothing but 1. 2 square is 2 into 2, which is 2 2's are 4. For all the numbers we can write the square values. So already I told you the square is inverse of the square root, right? So for all the square numbers 1, 4, 9, 16, which are all perfect square. Why we are saying these numbers are perfect square is we can find the square root in whole number. Is it clear? See, for root 1, the answer is 1. For root 4, the answer is 2. Root 9, it is 3. Yes, we have find the numbers for perfect squares only. The square root we find for the perfect square numbers. What about the other numbers? See, root 1, root 4. What about the next remaining two numbers? In between 1 and 4, 2 and 3 is there na? What is the value of root 2 and root 3? Yes, for each and every whole numbers we can find the square root, children. Yes. So, in this, what is the root 2 value? Root 2 is nothing but 1.414. And for root 3 also, we can give the answer which is 1.732. Likewise, we can find the square root for all the numbers from 1 to n numbers, right? So, to find the square roots, we are going to use different methods, children, which we are going to learn in this session, right? To find the square root, there are different methods. One is repeated subtraction. For least number, it will be easy for us to find the square root using repeated subtraction. The next is prime factorization method. And the third method is by using long division method. Okay. So, one by one we are going to learn how to find the square roots of the following numbers, right. First, find the square root by repeated subtraction. First, we are going to find the square root using repeated subtraction for 64, children. Repeated subtraction is nothing but we are going to use only odd numbers in that. That is 1, 3, 5, 7, it will be going on. So, each and every step we are going to use to subtract with the odd numbers. Finally, we will get 0. So, on that time, how many steps we have used is the square root of the given number, right. Let me discuss about the repeated subtraction for 64 now. 64 minus 1, the first odd number, right. 64 minus 1 is what? 63. Now, we need to take this 63 in the second step. 63 minus the next odd number is 3. Yes. Now, subtract 63 minus 3. 63 minus 3 is what? 60. Yes, very good. Now, we need to take this 60 for the next step. 60 minus, what is the next odd number? 1, 3. Next to 3 is? Yes, it is 5. 60 minus 5. What is the answer? 60 minus 5 is? Yes, it is 55. Okay. Now, for the next step, what number we want to take? The answer which we got now, 55 minus, what is the next odd number to 5? 7. Subtract now, 55 minus 7. You know subtraction na? We can subtract 55 minus 7. Subtract now, 5 minus 7. Is it possible to subtract? 7 is greater than 5. So, how to subtract? We will get borrow from this 5. 5 will become what? 4. Now, this 5 will become as 15. What is the answer for 15 minus 7 now? Which is 8. Okay. The next number is 4. 48. Now, the answer is 48. 48 minus, the next odd number for 7 is 9 equal to, subtract 48 minus 9. 48 minus 9. Subtract now, 8 minus 9. Is it possible? No. So, again you are going to get borrow. Now, 18 minus 9. 18 minus 9 is? Yes, it is 9. And the next number is 3. So, the answer is what? 39. Very good. Now, 39 minus, the next odd number to 9 is 11. Subtract now 11. 9 minus 1. 9 minus 1 is what? 8. Very good. And 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So, what is the answer? 28. 28 minus the next odd number. Next to 11, what is the next odd number? It is 13 equal to, subtract now 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, right? Next 15 minus, the next to our 13 is, the odd number is 15. So 15 minus 15 equal to what? 0. Finally we got 0. For all the perfect square numbers, surely we will get 0 at the last step, right? Now how many steps we have did here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So therefore the square root of 64 equal to 8. So we know that the value of square of 8, that is nothing but 8 into 8. 8 8s are what? 64. That is the square root of 64 is 8. Is it clear, children? For the least numbers, repeated subtraction is possible to find. If the number of digit when it increases, that is 3 digit, 4 digit or 5 digit number, so it will take time, right? For that we have used prime factorization method. Okay. Next we are going to learn how to find the square root using prime factorization method. Okay. See, the next problem is find the square root 3969. Okay. For this number, if you use repeated subtraction, it will take time, right? To solve this using prime factorization, it will be easy for us. Okay. How to use prime factorization? Yes, there we will use only prime numbers, children. We know what is prime number. 2, 3, 5, yes, 7, 11. These numbers are prime numbers, right? We are going to use only prime numbers to solve this. Okay. See, first we will take the 3, 9, 6, 9. See, we are going to find the prime factorization of this. See, when the number ends by 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, it will be divisible by 2. Okay. See whether the number ends by even number. No, the number which ends at the ones digit is what? It is 9. So, it is not possible to take 2 table. Okay. Next to 2, the prime number is 3, right? Okay. To check whether the given number is divisible by 3, what we will do? Yes, we need to find the sum of the digits, right? Find the sum of the digit 3 plus 9. What is 3 plus 9? 12. 12 plus 6? 18. 18 plus 9? Yes, it is 27. So, 27 is divisible in 3 table or not? Yes, 27 is divisible in 3. Therefore, the given number also will be divisible in 3. So, we are going to take 3 here. Now, the first number is what? 3. How many times it is divisible in 3? Yes, 3 ones are 3. Take the next number 9. How many times it is possible in 3? Yes, 3 threes are 9. And the next number 6. How many times it is possible? 3 twos are 6. And 9, 3 threes are 9. Is it clear? Now, 1, 3, 2, 3. Whether the number is even or odd? Yes, the number ends by 3, which is odd number. So, 2 is not possible. Next number, which is 3. Find the sum of this. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. Yes, 9 is divisible in 3 table. So, the whole number also divisible in 3 table. So, we are going to take 3 table again. See, 1 is not possible to divide in 3, which is least number. The next number, it will join with that is 13. Now, 13, how many times in 3 table is possible to divide? 3 fours are. What 3 fours are? 3 fours are 12. So, we are going to write 4 here. 3 fours are 12. Here, the number is 13. So, 3 fours are 12. 13, 1 is remaining, is there na? Yes. That 1 will be joined with the next digit and it will become as 12 now. Okay. Now 3 how many times? 3 4s are, again it is 12, and 3 is 1 time, 3 1s are 3. Is it clear? Now 4 4 1. So which is divisible in 3 table or not now? Yes, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. If the sum of the digit is divisible in 3, then the whole number also divisible. So 9 is divisible in 3 table. So I am going to take 3 again. Now first number is 4, which is greater than this 3 only na. So how many times it is possible? Yes, 1 time only. 3 1s are 3. 3 after what? 4. Remaining we are getting 1. So 1 will be joined with the next digit. It will become as 14. Now 14 how many times is possible, children? Yes, 3 4s are 12. 12 after 13, 14. What is the remainder now? Remainder is 2. So join the 2 with the next digit. Then it will become as what? 21. Now 21 how many times in 3? 3 7s are 21. Okay, now the answer is 147. Now we will check whether this 147 is divisible in 3 table. Find the sum of the digit. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 7, it is 12. 12 is divisible in 3 na? Yes. So we can use again 3 here. Now check how many times it is. 14 is possible in 3. 3 4s are 12. 12 after 13, 14. What is the remainder? Remainder is 2. It will join with the next digit and it will become as a 27. Now 27 how many times is it possible ka? 3 9s are 27. Very good. Now 49. 49 is it divisible in 3 table, children? No. 49 is a perfect square. In which number it will come? Yes, 7. 7s are 49. Again 7 is a prime number. So 7 1s are only, we will get 7. Is it clear? So we find the prime factorization method. From this, how to find the square root now? Just we are going to take this number in the product, that is 3 9 6 9 equal to, here whatever numbers we have used we are going to write in the product form, that is 3 into 3 into 3. Likewise, how many 3's are here? 4 3's, right? So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into, after this 3's whatever numbers are there, 7 into 7. So 7 into 7. Now pair the numbers, right? For squares we need to pair these numbers, which we can write as 3 square into again 3 square into 7 into 7, 7 square. Okay. See, all the powers are same. So I can write this number as 3 into 7 the whole power 2. Okay. Square root of 3969 equal to 3 3's are, 3 3's are what? 9. 9 7's are 63. So 63 the whole square. If I am going to take a square root on right side, so we are going to take square root on the left side also. So here square root of, the meaning square 63 the whole square, how we can write? 63 into 63. So inside the square root, if it is written as twice, then we can write once as 63. So therefore the square root of 3969 is what? 63, children. Likewise, we can use prime factorization method. Using these steps, we have solved repeated subtraction and prime factorization method to find the square roots, right? So we have given study material with question and answer. Make use of the question bank. So using the question bank, only with questions you can solve the problems, right? Then you can check your answers with the study material. And one more thing, self assessment is attached with this video, right? So, when you are going to write the self assessment, you can evaluate yourself how much we have learned, right. So, make use of this and you can write the test also, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.